Hello guys, so today I'm coming to you just to do a night ramble basically. So night rambles, if you haven't seen these before, are basically where I just ramble. I don't really have a whole bunch of proof or anything. These are just I'm just trying to work through there. I can't even talk today. Gosh, okay. So I'm gonna try and work through this. Alright. So the Me Too movement, the Him Too movement, and all of this with Kavanaugh just got me thinking, okay? I've said before that women need to understand and realize that they have honor in themselves, that they need to exercise, basically. It used to be that a woman's honor was in her truthfulness, in her ability to teach, in her ability to go through the times that are, hard times where you don't have a lot of money and all this stuff, and to help her man or her family, basically. Let's do family. Go through those times and make it better. That is honorable. Okay, that is the honor of a woman. She can be thrifty and go through hard times. She can still be thrifty but go through great times also. She guides her family as a teacher. She guides her family as a protector also of their rightful places and things like that. So, to me, what all of this Me Too movement, everything is really bringing out it's more than just Me Too. It's the Me Too, the MGTOW, the Him Too, all of this stuff. It's like we've lost the ideas or the ideals of honor. A man is built to protect and bring back. He goes out and he brings back. A woman is meant to protect and teach, okay? And really, they both protect and teach just in different ways. A man is going to teach you how to deal with the world externally, and how do I say this? How to process the information that you're given. This is why this is a night ramble, because I have to think while I talk. A woman will protect you in the home and teach you how to deal with yourself. Okay? A man's teaching on how to deal with the world is built on what the woman teaches at home when you're small. When you're small, you're taught if it's not yours, you don't touch it. That's dealing with yourself. It's not mine, I don't deal with it. A woman teaches you traditionally the kids, would be taught by their parents reading, writing, arithmetic, all this stuff on a base level, okay? So all of that kind of helps you process it. And then your dad, let's say, can come in and teach you, oh, well, with this arithmetic that now that you know that 1 plus 1 is 2, we're going to go get 2 cows and have twice the milk. Okay, it's application a lot of times. Many times I've seen the idea of a good mother is someone who also teaches morals, okay? So good morals, not bad ones, obviously. And then the father teaches you pretty much how to apply them. So, for example, I was trying to think of some morals my mother taught me. I just can't think of any. She wasn't a very good mother. Basically, my mother taught me keep your hands to yourself, right? Okay? So, as a kid, I would fight a lot. And so my mother would teach me, keep your hands to yourself. And so then my dad would teach me, well, this is how you keep your hands to yourself. You walk away. You go get a teacher. You don't hit that person or take their books, but you can yell and you can say something to them. Excuse me. So, in a good dynamic, the woman is teaching some basic concepts, and the man's teaching you how to apply them, okay? Excuse me. So, here we have teaching and protection on both sides, and this is how you get a fully educated person. So, that being the case, okay, when I was thinking about all these things, this is what it made me think about. You have women out here who didn't even learn some basic morals, who think that life is about taking. You got guys out here who didn't learn basic application, who think life is just about what they get. And you've got other people out here who have emotions for it all, okay? None of these are balanced people. None of these are people who have been taught well. And that is a very disconcerting thing for me. And I think on either side, it's what helps to create an evil society, okay? When you're not taught properly, and especially not taught the morals of God, all right? Because right now, with a lot of MGTOW guys, not all of them, but with a lot of them, it's about, well, don't have this woman because she's going to take everything from you and you can't get nothing from her. On a basic level, that's not really what marriage or having that kind of relationship is about. Okay? It is really about what you give to each other, okay? In that statement, they're not talking about, well, I can't give of myself because if I do that, then there's no one there giving back to me. I guess they actually are saying that. See? Night ramble. Sometimes I have to say things out loud. But the main, really the main thing about the MGTOW stuff, some of them, not all of them, or most of them, not all of them, it seems to be just what can I get out of this? And it's like, well, that's not really what you're supposed to look at a relationship for. Okay? I guess mainly this just comes from my biblical upbringing where you're going to go into a marriage, you go into a marriage because you want to have kids with this person. And I never hear anyone say, that person's going to have my kids. I want to have kids with that person because they're going to raise the kids in virtue and they're going to raise the kids with honor and they're going to raise the kids with wisdom. And I'll be adding to this population a wise and honorable person. I never hear that. All I ever hear is, well, what am I going to get from it? That's not a good attitude to have. If you're looking at a person for marriage and you're looking at a person for a lifetime commitment, which is what marriage really should be, then your question should be, are they going to raise my children and live the rest of their life from with me on? Are they going to be honorable? Are they going to be wise? Are they going to even learn to try and be that way? Not what am I going to get from it? Feminism says this as well. Okay? This lady accusing Kavanaugh waited all this time. He's gone through all these judgeships and everything else because now she's going to get something from it. Now she feels it is her civil duty. Or if you believe the other side, now she's going to get money, okay? He's been a judge and he's been in a center of power for I don't know how long. MGTOW, what am I going to get from her? Because I'm not giving her anything. No, it's not right. Feminists, I don't need you, men. I need to be me and you just go over there and we'll live like we're roommates. No. Also wrong. Evil guys is just the idea that you can get along and get along without God and without other people. And it's just not true. Think about in your daily life every day where another person has had to enter it because of something. If you've bought anything, another person has entered your life. Because there are people who drove it there are people who sold it to you, etc. Okay? Evil doesn't have a gender. Evil is obviously Satan, because I'm a Christian and that's where I come from here. But evil is selfishness. What can I get from this? What does this give me? It's the idea of, I'll get something from this if I do this. What if you don't? In the Bible, God had one of his guys marry a prostitute who constantly ran away from him to continue to prostitute herself. And God, to show and give an example of the relationship that he has with us, told him, marry this woman and go after her every time she runs away. That guy didn't get anything from that relationship until much, much, much later, I'm sure. Okay? This idea that things out here are for, us to get something out of, and that's mainly all they're there for, is wrong. It's an evil idea. And everyone has that idea out here because, women are not honorable and they need to go back to it. Men are no longer honorable and they need to go back to it. This evil doesn't have a gender. Everyone has evil inside them. And what you need to find is someone who is battling that evil on a personal level, on an outside level, and who will be virtuous and honorable. And, if you're looking for someone who's going to be like a mate to you, then someone who will do that with your children. Because otherwise, what you end up with is people like the people we see in politics. And that's really all I think I want to say about that. It just made me think, in all of this swirl of him to me to feminism, MGTOW, and all this stuff, when it came to Kavanaugh, the conversations that I heard, and the stuff I saw people saying, evil doesn't have a gender. Evil is a thought process in us all. We are all naturally that way. We're naturally evil. It's why we need God. It's why we need morals from God. It's why we need these things, because naturally we will just go on and do whatever we feel like. And that is, again, something you can't really rely on just because you feel a certain way. Well, anyway, that's it for me today, guys. I just wanted to talk about that. I just don't. Just remember, evil isn't everyone and it's everywhere. You want to find people who are fighting the evil inside them, not giving way to it or sway to it. Evil doesn't have a gender. Alright. I'll see you next time. Bye.